Hi, 안녕하세요. Welcome to Korean Bootcamp. 일요일 강의 시작할까요? Shall we start Sunday lecture? Today, we're gonna learn Korean by learning some recipe. Actually, I made this food the other day, and I thought maybe it's good idea to teach Korean by Korean recipe. So let's look at what kind of Korean ingredient you need to make this one. Actually, this is very simple, simple food, simple to make, and it's very popular to during like winter time because usually it's spicy and it's warm. The name of this food is let's try this. Try to read. I know there are some consonant we haven't really learned yet, but it's this one is like a D sound, two double D sound and double G sound, this one. So you can just at this point don't worry about too much about the exact sound, but it's not dog, but it's more like duck, boki. So this is kind of G sound, but it's a strong with a strong accent. So and also this bottom usually we go when they're following this silent placeholder. This bottom consonant they tend to go following. So they combined with this vowel. So it sounds like duck, boki. So even though it doesn't have it's silent, but because this one is following, so it sounds like tteokbokki. So this one is the name is tteokbokki, and hopefully tomorrow I can teach this consonant comprehensive explanation of Korean consonant. And let's try to read this one too. Here, try to read this one. 한글 요리법. Okay, let me break down the word. So Hangul means you can think of Korean. Just let me kind of give a more meaning, breakdown more. So Han usually means usually imply Korea. So let's look at. So I'm gonna write down Han and Han. Just one you just saw is the 글. So this 글, this means more kind of writing. So it's kind of text. So if you Hangul, when they say Hangul means more like that word or the letters, the Korean alphabet. So that's more the focus on that. But I just want to kind of extend this Han. So if you want to say Korea in Korean, then you can say Han 구, and you put this G sound. So 한국 means Korea. So 국 means a nation. So so Korean nation. So if I break down that, so but in 한국 means Korea. And also you can say more Korean in general. You can say 한국 말 means language. So 한국말 means Korean. So Hangul is more, focus on the text or writing, but really general. If you really want to imply Korean, then you have to say 한국말. Let's go back to the cooking. So Hangul, but just I just translate just Korean. So 요리법, this means recipe. 요리 means cooking. 요리, 법 means rule. We're gonna learn a lot more. We're gonna keep learning this vocabulary again and again, so you will get at some point. It's okay if you don't get it right away, but just you gotta keep practice every day. You have to be you have to expose yourself Korean word and just say it loudly, so you can be you can kind of your memory gonna be like pick it up. Okay, so how to make this tteokbokki? It's very simple. So let's go through each ingredient first, and I'm gonna kind of explain what that means, what they are, and all that. Okay, so if you go to near Korean market, you can buy all the ingredient I'm gonna show you. So this is the first I'm sharing with you, and this has all the Korean letters, and also they actually nicely they have English meaning for that. So it's even if you don't know Korean word, you actually go and buy all the stuff in Korean market. So let's learn some word in here. I would like to learn this word and this word here. So here, I know this letter is not straight, like clean cut writing. It's they just to make it looks, more artsy, like they try to make it a bit fancy way. But like I said, there are millions of ways to write. Just need to figure out the configuration, the structure, then you are good to go. And you can guess this is actually this product name. And this in here English name is dried anchovy. And we call dried anchovy in Korean. In Korea we call. Can you try to read this one? 며, and you gotta put L sound. So 멸. So it all together. This together all together it sounds like 멸. And this one is 치. 멸치. And here, let's try to look at this one too. Can you read that? This one, it's kind of small letter, but it said, and this one we just studied. This is 한국. 한국 means Korea. We just learned that. And 산 means 산 means that like origin, or you can say from Korea. So this 멸치 actually came from Korea. So it's Korean, they caught that in Korea and that they tried and they bring into the States. 한국산. And okay, so let me explain this one. This ingredient, 멸치, is very, very common and used almost all majority Korean food. I couldn't say everything, but at least almost daily. I mean, daily they use that this one. This big. This is like a little bit your finger size 멸치. They usually use that for making broth. Not for other region, but this is broth. they use that this 멸치, but they have a small one. Like it's pretty big, but like small means like around your like maybe 2 inch size. That and very thin. Those stuff they use that for side dish. They make that. One thing I had some silly experience with this 멸치 before. I had that in my refrigerator, and you can see that they have head. All these fish have head. They don't throw away, and this is pretty common to Korea. They even cook that the fish with the head. But to American people, it's very very they scared to see their eyes, 100 anchovy eyes looking at that, so they're scary. Um, and if you go to store, this is a one package away, but there's other package you can see that some in the box, or so you can just figure out that once you learn this name, even if they're different kind, you can buy the either one. Okay, so 멸치, you have to buy that to make Korean food, majority Korean food. Next one is this one also so common. This is like 멸치 and dashi. I was already reading, so I'll let you read this one first. 다시마, 다시마, and you can read in here in English, dried kelp, and also there's several packages out there, but as long as you found the dashima, you're good to go. They all dried, and this is the kind of main ingredient when you make broth with 멸치. So you put 멸치 and dashima together. That's the kind of, and you can see here again, 한국산 means from Korea. You can kind of read it, try to read it when you go to the store. Now you know the Korean alphabet, and how to pronunciate. You try to read those stuff. Also, if you have problem, then you can always ask that the owner or someone who in Korean around that store. So how to make broth? Very simple. Basically, you put that, roughly. I'm not I don't like measure when I cook. Just roughly I put that, and usually it's okay. You put some of the anchovy, 멸치. I should say in Korean. You put 멸치 and 다시마 like that, and then you just boil it. But sometimes they put green onion. Not green onion. Just onion, half of onion or full onion. Put it here. Sometimes they put some other stuff to make broth more rich and more, put more flavor. But this two is probably one of the main thing when you make this broth. And you wanna make this broth that way, the final product tastes a bit deep. Anyway, so I don't use this water. I just keep that half of water. Now, so how long you gonna boil? Like 10 minutes. 10 minutes should be enough, and then take it out all this 멸치 and dashima, and you can have some put in some kind of net thing and put inside, and that's okay. Make it easy to take it out. Okay, so next one. So this is another main ingredient that you're gonna see and you're gonna find in the Korean store all the time. And let's try to read this one here. This teeny tiny letter over here. Can you read that? Let's read it together. 고추장. 고추장. There are several kind of brand and several kind of different level of spicy. So here, this first one is, and usually they in the red, usually, not all the time, but usually they put in the red, either this kind of big plastic bag, or sometimes they put in the jar. But usually I buy this plastic, a little bit big one, so I can, keep that for a while. So The one I bought it is this one, this bottom one, because I do love spicy. And this one, if you can read in the first these three syllable, it's say sun, han, mat. Sunhan, sunhan means mild. Mat means taste. So it's mild gochujang, and this is not what I wanted. So here, you can kind of read it in the bottom. This is kind of the price tag is on top, so you cannot read that. But here you said, I'm gonna teach this one. This last two said 매운 means spicy. 매운 means spicy. Spicy gochujang. 순한 gochujang. I just take it out 맛. Just 순한 means mild. 매운 means spicy. So 순한 gochujang, 매운 gochujang. So I bought this one. Okay, so and we use this gochujang very very often. So this kind of ingredient is, and in English name is they should have that too on the around that box. They have English name is I think red pepper paste. Okay, so next thing you need to buy. So it's tteokbokki. So you have to buy that tteokbokki. So what's the tteokbokki? So it said it's hard to read from here because it's taking out the air, so it's all like wrinkled. But it said tteokbokki tteok. So let me explain a little bit. So this. So tteok is you can think Korean version of cake. So it's a little bit different because we have totally different culture and lifestyle. So in here, Western they make this cake, whatever those kind of stuff, using flour, but in Korea they make those cake using rice. So sometimes kind of sticky rice, sweet rice, and different rice depending on what kind of cake, and make that very sticky, sometimes very and there's so many tteok in Korea, and I hope I can share someday the pictures and all kind of tteok. So tteok, it's that meaning is that, and then this is the rice cake. This tteok made out of just rice. It's just the Asian rice. They made rice. They make a kind of make that flour, and then they made this tteok. But it said tteokbokki. Tteok means the rice cake for the tteokbokki purpose. So it's tteokbokki tteok, and you can find a different kind of same rice cake, but shape is a little bit different in Korean market, and that one I can show another recipe later. But this is kind of looking like a little bit finger, looks like your pinky finger kind of look, and that side is like that. And this is I actually put all this whole. I didn't keep that somewhere. Just I put everything. Just wash it one time in the water, and the boiling that broth. You put that once you that 10 minutes. This broth, once you take it out, this all the anchovy, so 멸치 and dashima, and put this duck inside, and you're gonna put that this gochujang, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 spoon, and you can put some sugar, You can just, while you stirring, you can taste that and make it a bit sticky. And the one more ingredient I want to introduce is this. Okay, so this is a fish cake, and I'll let you read this one. So here, 부산 어묵, 부산 어묵. So Busan, you know, if you know anything about Korea, you know Seoul. Seoul is the biggest city, biggest town in Korea, but Busan is I think a second biggest one. It's the southern side harbor. Pretty big, this city too, because since they have right beside the ocean, they have a lot of fishy, and they 어묵 is like a Korean spam made out of fish, whatever, something from ocean. So we don't know what's inside, but it's all from ocean. So it's 어묵 is one way you can call it, and another name is 오뎅. So let me teach that one. And very, very popular, common ingredient, especially for side dish. Like, okay, so we just learn 어묵, 어묵. And other way you can, it's the same as 오뎅, 오뎅. And they have a different shape, all kind of shape. Like this one, I bought it. It's cheap, and it's has quite a lot inside, and it's like almost like paper looking. It's flat and square, and you can cut it whatever you want to cut it. Just want to make it looks prettier. But there are like stick, like almost looks like hot dog shape, or there is some different, like it looks like a round circle shape. There are so many kind of stuff they can make, basically, whatever they want to make. And that's just, you cut some and then put in the water, boiling water, with all bunch of it together, and then voila, you have this yummy stuff. Okay, so I added cabbage, and that's it. You can put some other veggie, but at the end you just boiled egg, and you just at the end you just garnish it like with the green pepper and sesame seed. Okay, that's it. Here I said 떡볶이 완성. 완성 means complete. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, 한글 요리법. I'm gonna just try it. 한글 요리법. If you like, I can do that more. If you like this kind of stuff, I can make more 요리, cooking, and some other stuff too as well. Not just learning that very heavy duty lecture. 여기서 일요일 강의 마칠게요. Again, 일요일 means Sunday. 여기서 means here. 강의, lecture. 마칠게요. Finish. I'll finish. Thank you. 감사합니다.